Be good.
Be good.
Hello, everyone. We're doing welcome.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah, we're live. We just went live. We're going to be playing some You Don't Know Jack tonight. It's a trivia game show. We're going to try it out, see what's going on. You excited?
I am excited. I've never played this before. Have you?
Mm-hmm. I played the first version a little bit ago, like when it first came out. I don't remember like what, I would never remember the answers or anything like that, but let's put this button.
Authentic bird sounds in the background.
Something concerns me is that sound went down, but it didn't go up.
Uh-huh. Oh. Weird. What should we do? Start over?
60 seconds. 60 seconds. All right, how you doing?
Okay, right there. Yep, we're good.
Frog in my throat all day.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Hello. Then we'll go turn the camera on and we'll start our game.
Good.
The bird has been appeased. Yeah, this should be a fun game. Hopefully we can have a good time and not get angry at each other. Here, let's do this too. We're going to bring this out because I think we're going to be... We can't. We're going to be using this though.
Okay, I'll just come a little
Scooch in a little closer
before.
when we're using it. Yeah, when we go live. I'm going to do a couple of these. Try them out.
Alright. So what do we have?
I think they explain it.
Alright. I'll let them explain it.
Hey, Schmitty.
Yeah.
Hi there, welcome to the game show where high culture and something else collide. How many people are playing the game today? Got it. Alright, player one, why don't you give me your handle, so to speak.
45 seconds.
Alright, player two, we need your name next.
There should be 3 fire extinguishers.
Okay, you want to do a 7-question game or do you want 21? Cool.
Okay.
Get the contestants out of there. Get the contestants out of there.
Player one, your buzzer's letter Q, as in Quincy, starring Jack Klugman. And player two, you should use the letter P as your buzzer. That's P as in, I've got to go.
Oh, sorry guys.
P.
Really?
Go pee-pee.
Right, pull the 9-yarder. Yeah, it's not a 9-yarder.
I have one question. 20 seconds. Is this accurate?
Okay, heads up. Here's how the game works. The first one of you to buzz in on a question gets first stab at the answer. So you buzz in and then press 1, 2, 3, or 4 depending on which answer you want. You read me? Good.
10 seconds.
Good luck.
Okay,
9,
let's lose the
8,
desktop
7,
and go to
6,
black.
5,
Okay, you're up, Buzz.
4,
Oh, it's cool.
Stand by. Here you go. Have a good one.
Consult physician before using. You may not really be a leper.
You think, which way was the light? Turn one off? No. Let me get out of here.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Here, we'll just fix this really quick.
Alright, sorry. Not to be so picky about it. I mean, I don't care that much about it.
Here we go.
Hey, you two! Welcome to You Don't Know Jack. My name's Buzz. You two can call me Buzz. Now then, first order of business. Gotta give you some screws. Heads up. Okay, let's say you get a question. You don't know what it is, but then you look next to you and you see your neighbor's neurons are as numb as yours. That's when you screw your neighbor. Buzz in and then hit the S key. It forces them to answer that question. Evil? Sure, but damn it, it feels good. Remember, any use of steroids is strictly prohibited in this competition, and don't think we've never asked for a urine sample. Let's have a category, player 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
The category, you big dummy. 3,000 bananas for a right answer here. Check this out. If you were to Sanforize Fred Sanford, what would you do to him? Clean him, flatten him, shrink him, or hollow him out? Go for it, player 1! Fabrics are often Sanforized or shrunk before being made into clothing.
I didn't think it was clean or flat.
I'm Fred G. Sanford. The cheese stands for get me back to my normal size.
Almost would have guessed Queen from the TV show.
Player 1, pick one.
Would that have been horrible?
Alright, next up. Pictures of death. And this one's worth $2,000. Okay, look closely at this movie poster. What would be the best name for this movie? Pedicure Cemetery, The Texas Chainsaw Manicure, Night of the Living Dentist, or Last Hairdo on the left. Go for it, player 2! Care of the hands and nails is called a manicure.
Damn, you broke my nail.
I know, I just saw it too in the last second.
The category's yours, player 2. Pick one.
Put on your pens for the naked dance.
This category
Can't help
is
me.
World Domination and Menudo. And this one's gonna be worth $1,000. Let's say you really love the Spanish singing pop group Menudo. It's your personal mission to bring the works of Menudo to all the world's inhabitants. In which of these places would you have to translate Menudo's lyrics into another language? Cuba, Haiti. Player 2, it's yours! The official languages of Haiti are French and Creole.
Oy vey.
They speak French. in
When you
Haiti.
go, bring
Yeah,
along your
Spanish,
translator.
that runs-
Menudo es la dernière bande de musique que j'ai à l'écouter.
He said Menudo sucks.
Yay.
Okay, we need a category. Your pick, player 2.
Hey,
The
leave me
category
alone. I know
is
who I am.
Love, European Community Style. $2,000 riding on this one. You know, they say that love is the international language. Of the following, which is not a way to say I have a headache in a foreign language. Me duele la cabeza, tolyi la manete, jai mal a la tête, or echaba kopfschmurzun. Player 1, God bless you. Player 2, you want to take a shot? Player 2, great. Tolyi la manete. Congratulations, you've just told an Italian to take the handcuffs
I know
off.
that I
Are you
know
sure it is a
that
great
one
Italian
right.
tradition, you know?
But it was something.
And I assume
Player
it
2,
is
pick
French,
one.
right?
I wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure either. I almost
Category,
I have a bad head.
the
I
sequel
didn't
we
know- I
didn't
didn't know.
see. Get this right, get $2,000. Okay, when you know the answer, hit your buzzer and start typing. Tell me who might have placed the following personal ad. Married white female, had it with my uptight husband and his snotty Aryan brood who won't stop singing. Will make play clothes for you out of curtains. Help me. Player 2, it's in your court. Type in your answer and hit return. Pick it up. Let's... Maria Von Trapp wants to make some changes in her life.
Maria. Did I get it?
Personally, I think she could start by losing the Rosemary's Baby
It's
haircut.
music.
I'm tired of seeing it the
I mean,
same way
play
every
close to your
Thanksgiving.
We fuck everything.
What do you
I
say,
know,
player
I
2?
realize
How
it
about
now,
it?
and I feel how stupid I am.
Don't feel silly.
Okay, coming up, this category is Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Get it right, get $2,000. All right, fingers limbered, cause here comes the question. If the Egyptian Secretary General of the United Nations goes bye-bye to American Samoa, then what is true? Boutros Boutros Ghali is in Pago Pago, Shing Shing is in Bora Bora, Duran Duran is in Walla Walla, or Humbert Humbert is in Baden Baden. getting screwed. Make the most of it. Boutros Ghali is in Pago Pago. And he's lying around in a moo-moo eating couscous. Oh, by the way, guess what, player one? You're the one who's screwed.
And I just thought it was between 1 and 4, and I thought those sounded right.
Player two, it's all yours. And this questions category is all work and no play makes Jack a dull game. Okay, $3,000 coming at ya.
Right.
Remember that scene in the movie The Shining where Jack Nicholson goes into the hotel room and finds that beautiful woman bathing in the tub? If Jack Nicholson were the Greek mythological character Actaeon and the naked woman he stumbled upon were Artemis, what would she do to him? She would turn him into a stag and have dogs rip him up, kiss him, then turn into a hideous old woman, condemn him to push a rock up a hill forever, or release the spawn of hell. Go for it, player two. Nope, that's what happened in the movie. Do you have trouble separating fiction from reality? God, I hope you don't think I'm like your best friend or something.
Hey,
Player one, you want to take a swing?
Oh, I didn't realize these were
Player one, take it away. Here's money.
Oh, wow, good.
Artemis turned Actaeon into a stag and Hauss chewed him to pieces. Eat your heart out, Siegfried.
Thank God I'm in the negative and positives again.
Woo!
Player one, hit me with the category. Yeah, that's the one you wanted. Player two, get your butt out the way. Player one, you ready? It's time to dis or dat.
Oh, wait, what?
Category for this dis or dat question is cops, private eyes, and Wall Street. All right, I'm going to read off 7 names to you, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's one of those buddy action shows or a Fortune 500 company. As each one comes up, if it's a TV show, press 1. If it's a Fortune 500 company, press 2. And if you want to skip, press 4. You get 5 large for each right answer, and you lose 500 for each one you get wrong, or that you don't get to.
Yay.
Okay, give me 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. Starsky and Hutch, TV show or company? Simon and Simon.
Damn it.
Procter and Gamble. Hardcastle and McCormick. Black and Decker. Johnson & Johnson. Last one, Owens & Minor. That's all she wrote.
I'm an idiot.
All right, that's about a C+, B-. Let's see what it does to your GPA.
I got one. I'm in the positives again.
Marginal help to your score is better than no help at all. The choice is yours, player two. Go for it.
It's party time.
Here comes number 9. The category is cooking 2x2. $2,000 for right answer. Let's say the biblical figure Noah is having a big end of the flood barbecue featuring his specialty super spicy hot wings. If he makes his wings using the birds he sent from the ark in search of dry land, what will he be cooking? Doves and ravens, pigeons and doves and ducks, or chickens and doves? Go for it. Doves and ravens were both sent in search of dry land.
Wow, you did one?
I did.
And
Oh,
Noah's
wow,
secret
I didn't
ingredient, a bit of olive branch.
Well, I'm impressed with you.
All right, player one, it's up to you. What do we do? And this category is VCR programming and other astronomical feats.
Wow.
$3,000 for this one. Okay, get your fingers ready. Let's get busy. If your quasar VCR only recorded images of its cosmological namesake, of which of the following would you have plenty of footage? Suddenly bright stars, the third closest galaxy to ours, stellar explosions, or extremely bright heavenly bodies? Player one. No, that's a nova. Too bad you couldn't suddenly become a bright
Damn it.
star.
I think I kind of gave you a clue.
Player two, it's yours if you want it. And this is the third closest answer to the correct one.
I thought it was Quasars or Bright Flashes.
Let me show you what someone smart would have picked.
I don't know.
Quasars are some of the brightest things in the whole universe, pretty much opposite of you. Okay, round 1 is history. Let's move on to round 2. All right, let me get another screw for you guys here. All right, ready? Okay, pay attention, because all the questions in round 2 are worth more money. Player 1, what are we doing? And we call this one, Gimme a Kissy, Lurleen. This one's worth $4,001 bills. All right, here we go. Let's say Richard Dawson travels back in time to 1873 to host the famous family feud between the Hatfields and the McCoys, which event should kick off the very first show. A Hatfield chops up a McCoy's still, a McCoy elopes with a Hatfield's daughter, a Hatfield wrecks a McCoy's new buggy, or... According to 100 surveyed historians, what started the feud? Survey says...
Yeah, they stole the hog. And that's
McCoy accuses a Hatfield of hog theft.
And they'll spend the next 20 years picking buckshot out of their bacon.
I thought that's what it was, but I wasn't.
Player 1, give me a category.
12.
Category, let's do it. The best day of the week to get into someone's pants. 2 G's for a right answer. Okay, take a shot at this. It's Wednesday and you've lost today's pair of Days of the Week underwear, assuming they're name tagged. Which fictional character's underwear should you borrow? The prince from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the roller skating girl from Facts of Life, the daughter from the Addams Family, or Robinson Crusoe's manservant? Go for it, player 2. Wednesday Addams underwear would help you get your days in order. I don't know, though. Wearing her underwear always brings up a whole host of new questions for me. Let's have a category, player 2.
Take the elevator ride to 13.
This one's gonna be... Wait, I have a vision. Pop a right answer, you got 4K. Okay, help me out here. I'm trying to think of this guy's name. Buzz in and type in your answer when you think you know the answer. He was considered by some to be a prophet. And he was a 16th century Frenchman. What do you say, player?
Fuck you, that was my guess.
We're talking about Nostradamus, the legendary
As soon
seer
as they
of
said Frenchman, I
Salon.
knew it was like, oh, it's Mr. Nostradamus.
It's funny, he actually predicted that you would get this one wrong. The category's yours, player 2. Pick one.
I thought you were gonna pick, would you believe that?
The category is
I was.
Spin, Jenny, spin. $4,000 behind this one. Forrest Gump definitely held a torch for his childhood sweetheart, Jenny. If Forrest were in love with a spinning Jenny instead, what would he be wooing? Player 2, grab it! The spinning Jenny was a device in the 1700s that helped in the spinning of cotton. Suffice it to say, Forrest will have sex with anything that moves. Okay, we need a category. Your pick, player 2. Okay, coming up, this category is... How can she have the gall? A right answer gets you 6K. Okay, peel your eyes, free your mind, cause here we go. Which of the following methods of birth control could best describe former French President Charles de Gaulle's approach to his nation's military involvement in NATO? Abstinence, the rhythm method, early withdrawal, or entry with a latex condom? Go for it, player 1. Abstinence? No, apparently that's what your brain's practicing. Player 2, you want to take a crack at it? De Gaulle pulled France out of NATO's military. But ironically, I'll bet NATO will be there to comfort France next time France gets screwed.
I know the whole time.
Player 2, pick one.
What birth control method was he recommending to his soldiers?
Uh-oh, press futs with Mime Door.
It's time for
Liquor piss, don't skunk.
And this gibberish questions category is pagan headlines in Old Wales. And we're starting off with 10K on this gibberish question. Now, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, and I'm going to be taking away a little bit of cash every second and a half. Okay, tell me, with what product slogan does this rhyme? Celts in Poor South shot in Sorgland. First hint, it's a slogan. Take it away, player one. Type in your answer and hit...
Oh, no!
Boom! Woo!
That's just one more reason why M&M's are a
that
better
to catch up
snack
so
than a
bad.
stick of butter. Come on, player one, pick
Is
one.
that what it was or no? It's down here.
That was funny. I couldn't get it at first, and I'm like, oh, yeah,
Category.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
trash the joint. We are talking 4 big ones. Hang on tight, cause here we go. On whom of the following could you call to fix your mortise and tenon joint? Sam from the Brady Bunch, Tim Taylor from Home Improvement, Heathcliff Huxtable from The Cosby Show, or John? Player one, Tim's a handyman. Ho ha ha. So he probably knows all about mortise and tenon joints.
Building.
Read more about him in your
it's so
Time Life
stupid
Home
because
Repair and
he
Improvement
put
book
the
series. You'll
doctor,
find the
didn't
books
he?
under all that Franklin Mint
That's
stuff
your
in the
ankle.
attic.
What the?
Your choice, player one, take your pick.
You guys kidding me? Mr. Brady, by the way, was an architect, and I already forgot what it was.
All right, next up. Mary, why you drugging? $6,000 could be yours. Mary is quite contrary, and she's picked herself up a little drug habit as well. If Mary devotes her entire garden to the growing of poppies, which of the following drugs can she not make from her harvest? Go Unless Mary plants some coca plants, she's not going to have any
yeah.
cocaine coming from her
I
garden.
didn't really think about that, actually. I had to, like,
For the
go through
moment,
the
Mary's gonna have to get her cocaine from her
Up here. It
supplier,
was a
Little
close game,
Miss
and like, he was
Muffet.
taking the away until recently.
Player one, hit me with the category.
Question 19.
Category.
I'm trying to.
It's for medicinal purposes. Get this right, get $2,000. Get your fingers ready. Here's one coming at you. Imagine an episode of Handicap in which that lovable drunk comes down with malaria. Luckily, he can treat the disease without cutting back on the alcohol. Which drink should he choose? Go for it, please. Tonic
Gin and
water
tonic,
contains
quinine.
quinine, which is used to treat malaria. Now, if only he could convince
The more you know.
Flory that
Just
Guinness
drive.
cures the common cold. Choice is yours, player two. Go for it.
Superstar. Your special. 20.
This category is all natural body piercing. And this one's worth $4,000. Okay, hang tight, put your fingers on your buzzers, here's the question. If your friend is into body piercing and using only organic products, which of the following should you purchase for her? An emerald nose stud, an amethyst belly ring, a pearl tongue stud, or a jasper eyebrow? Player one! A pearl is the only one listed that's taken from a living organism.
Oh, I get it. Good. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
good.
That
It was
instead
like
of
I was
thanking
kind
you,
of-
she'll
I was
just
like,
give you a
okay.
grief
Good,
about
yeah.
exploiting mollusks
You know,
for
good
commercial
job.
gain.
That was good. Well done.
Player one, what are we doing?
This game is rated 18 and up.
At least.
The attack is now. If you see two words that match, buzz in. A right answer nets you $2,000, but every wrong answer drops you down $2,000. Listen, not all matches are true.
Remember the clue.
Only buzz in on a match that fits this clue. Just let me have one hit. Okay, I'll give you a hit, and here it comes.
waiting for the answer to come in that you think's right.
Oh.
But
I don't know what we're doing.
that's all you do. I knew it was Mel with you too. I was waiting for that one. Oh gosh,
Player 2, you lit it up on that jack attack, but let's see the final tally. It's player 2.
Woo! Thank you.
Player 2, this victory was like a big piece of granite. Solid, but completely useless.
It was fun.
And, here's some cards.
Try one
Play
of the new
around.
one.
Pick a different one. Hang on. Get maybe back. Close. Back. There.
All right, we
That
got
is better.
the ride. We'll try for the ride, for the ride,
Okay.
then television.
Okay. Yes. So what did we just play? Like volume 2?
That was number 2. Yeah, we have all. We got the special on Steam where it was like $20.
What is this?
Welcome to the ride. I understand you're handy with the slow motion control.
Oh,
I'm
give me one
afraid that
second. You
won't
know what?
do you
Before we
much
do this,
good down
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick and pause just while we have a chance, just so I can pee pee.
Ew.
You're wearing a full body sweater, unitard?
I could only wish. We're bracing for that snowstorm. Jesus, do you
I need this
some
water.
Yeah. It's important to stay hydrated.
Ah. Oop. Are you ready to win again and you don't eject the ride?
I don't know. I'm ready to try it out.
All right. Hey, we're back.
The floor you're headed to. How many of you are there? I'm so glad the two of you could be here. How many questions would you like to play? 7 or 20? 13? Okay, great. May I have your name now, player 1?
But it changed to 13 once you press the button.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Okay, that's fine. Let's have your name now, player 2. Very good. Here are the keys you will be using to buzz in.
Did it change
Enjoy
your
the
name to
ride.
Moron?
See you.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This
I
episode
thought you were
of
typing
You
out.
Don't Know
You're just
Jack
typing
Collide
MLR. I'm
is
like, what are you
sponsored
typing your
by
name for
the
that?
Backwards Christian Lyrics Coalition. You'll find a satanic reference in your children's music, whether it's there or not.
CLC. Let's
And
find a
now,
satanic
here's the
reference.
host, delicious as his name, Cookie.
That's funny.
Okay, welcome. So, you'd let the kids watch the naughty cartoons, huh? Well, let's see how much we can slip past the censors.
That's right, because
Okay, first up.
So when the game started, it asked me, what would you do if a naughty movie, a bad scene came on and your kids were in the room? And I picked...
Put it in slow motion.
Put it in slow motion.
As opposed to shield their eyes and protect their innocence.
I've got to give you your screws. Okay, guys, here's a bunch of them. Now listen up, and I'm going to tell you why I'm passing these out. The first time a question comes up that you think might be on the difficult side, buzz in immediately and start pounding on the S key. That's S for screws. You're going to be shooting these puppies into the screen, totally annihilating the question and answers. Then you're going to make your opponent answer the question whether they can read any of it or not. So if you're not the one pounding on the S key, you better be trying to read everything fast before it's gone. And that's Flackjack. All right, practice saying the 7 naughty words, and let's take on censorship. All right, player 2, buzz in, give us a value. We're calling this one censorship, more like censorship. Okay, prepare yourself. $3,417 is on the line here, and the question is... If today's censors had the same job duties as the first Roman censors, which of these would they be doing? Torturing the Doors, photographing Robert Mapplethorpe, sentencing the Smothers Brothers to prison, or counting copies of Hustler? Player 1, hit it! The Smothers Brothers? I think Mom always liked right answers better. Make player 2, it's yours. 41, 42. How does she do that? I mean, that's disgusting. Don't look. The original censors took census, which means they counted things, and they took a break to read the articles.
I know.
Okay, player 2, what's this one gonna be worth? Okay, give it up for... Keep your censorship off my private parts. You know, political correctness has gotten way out of hand. There's even a human muscle named the PC muscle. If you're having problems with your PC muscle, what's the best PC term to use in describing it? The urinarily challenged muscle, the anally capable muscle, the mammarily fixated muscle, or the muscles from Brussels? Take a shot, please. Urinarily challenged. Wow, looks like you're quite the cunning linguist. The PC muscle, or the pubococcygeal muscle, controls the flow of urine from the bladder and contributes to greater sexual pleasure in women, without offending anyone at all. Okay, player 2, grab a question value. Buzz in. The category is censorship and hardwood. Hey, player 1, notice that negative score you've got? Why don't you do something about that? If you tie a blue ribbon around the old oak tree, what cause are you supporting? Freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of expression online, or NAMBLA? Player 1. Oh, for God's sake. Player 2, it's yours if you want it. Player 2, grab it.
No!
Oh, look what I have here, the correct answer. The Blue Ribbon Campaign is for free speech online. You should consider publishing photos of your oak tree on your homepage, because none of the online freaks will ever go outside to see it. Player 1, it's up to you. Snag a question. This one's called I'll wash your thesaurus out with soap. Player 1, maybe you didn't hear me the first time I brought it up. Your score sucks, okay? You gotta do something about it. Which of these is not a dirty word? Slatternly, abluted, bedraggled, or squalid? All yours, player. Now, a slattern is a woman who's a sleaze or a slob. So, I can do this as often as I want. No one will call me slatternly. Thank you very much. Ball's in your court. Player 2, it's you. Abluted means washed clean. So it's not really dirty, unless you say something is fucking abluted. Player 2, hit me. Nice choice, player 2. All right, player 2, you got a dis or dat. Player 1, you don't. And this dis or dat question's category is I see no evil, but I can smell it a mile away. Okay, I'm gonna list off 7 people, and for each one, I want you to tell me if they're someone who sees no evil, someone who hears no evil, or someone who neither sees nor hears evil. As each one comes up, if it's someone who just sees no evil, press 1. If it's someone who just hears no evil, press 2. If it's both, press 3. If you're kind of clueless, hit 4. You're going to get some money for each right answer, and you lose cash for a wrong answer or any you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds to nail all 7. When the wire fills up, you're out of time. And here we go. Stevie Wonder! Marley Matlin! Helen Keller! Oedipus! Ray Charles! Ludwig van Beethoven! The Who's Tommy! Perfect, and with time to spare, here you go. Player 2, you got the lead. Player 1, buzz in and choose a... Well, no good can come of that. Here's your category. Tipper Gore. Let's see that question. Say Tipper Gore treats her husband Al to a $50 dinner. If Tipper Gore is a good tipper, what is the smallest amount she should leave as a tip? Player 1, hit it. A lousy $5? Might as well just spit in the server's face while you're at it. Player 2, it's yours if you want it. Take a shot. $7.50.
I actually don't know.
Yep, that'd be the customary 15% tip.
It was $7.50.
Which leaves her and Al just enough money to buy a few 2 Live Crew albums to burn when they get home. Player 2, pick us a question value.
Yeah.
This could be lucrative. Here's your category. I understand moral, but what's turpitude? You know that song by Ice-T called Cop... Hey, lady, you can't come in here. What are you Hey, don't put... What are you... Ow! I'm covered in stickers. Here, look at this. Ow, my short hairs. Parental advisory, explicit lyrics. Who's going around slapping these stickers on everything? The F's player one. Good Tipper Gore and the Parents Music Resource Center campaign for the little warning labels on albums. And I have half a mind to take this sticker and shove it up the ass of those mother goody, no good, have nothing better to do, head, moral majority monkey suckers with a frozen boot. Now, there's an explicit warning. Player one, hit your buzzer. Oh. Here's your category. You have the right to remain silent and minty. And now, the question. What issue would Scope's monkey trial most likely involve? Slander of the healing power of mouthwash? Bootlegging, rinsing, and spitting? Immigrating bacteria that causes bad breath? Or the evolution of green coloring? Nobody's going for it? Why so chicken, player two? You've got cash to spare. Hey, audience, what do you think?
Honestly, I don't know what they want me to say.
Player two, grab it. Immigrating? From where? Out of your butt?
Me neither.
All right, let's take a look at the right answer. The original Scopes monkey trial took place when enlightened Tennesseans jailed biology teacher John Scopes for teaching evolution. Apparently, creationists also believe that fresh breath is an act of God. Okay, player one, pick a winner. Your category is... My fellow congressman, try the veal. Let's get going. Considering the specific issue to which congressional gag rules pertained, which of these gag artists' acts would be censored? Rip Taylor organizing a union, Henny Youngman petitioning against slavery, Milton Berle lobbying for Medicare, or Red Skelton dodging the draft? All yours, player.
But seriously, folks, my union ensures I can take a coffee break after every joke. Talk amongst yourselves.
Ball's in your court, player two. The correct answer is... Until they were deemed unconstitutional, gag rules in the House of Representatives prevented members from considering anti-slavery petitions. Player one, you have the honors. No, you're hitting the wrong key. You gotta hit Q. It's roadkill time. Alright, let me tell you how this game works. You're gonna see different pairs that are somehow related. And you're gonna get a bunch of items that may or may not connect the pair. You gotta buzz in to select the item you think correctly joins the two. There's $1,000 in it for you if you're right, but do choose wisely. You lose $1,000 every time you're wrong. And we're gonna wrap it all up with a final bonus round worth some extra cash. Let's just say you should pay close attention to all the correct answers. Is that clear? Good. Let's hit it. An essay in blank or plastic bag. What unites these two? Score! Washington State and Blanky Blankpecker. Turns into diamonds and Blank Miner's daughter. Score! Cars use it and beans cause it. Score! Tampa NHL team and go grease blank. Depressed Michigan City and skin blank equals miser. To coordinate and blank box cars. Okay then, bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all public utilities? Tennis terms? The FCC 7 dirty words? Elements of the periodic table? Fire starting material? That's the ticket, player one.
Good.
Everything you need to burn a bunch of bucks. Well, for the time being, player one, you're on top. Player one, please buzz in and let us know how much this... I like to call this category Comstocks and Bondage. Here's the question. If you don't put much stock in the Comstock law, what will you probably do? Stage pornographic performance art, take pornographic photos of yourself, publish pornographic photos on the internet, or mail porno mags to your buddies. Player one. I know, you only read them for the articles. Also known as the Federal Anti-Obscenity Act, the Comstock law bans the mailing of indecent materials. You know, it was just too distracting for the postal carriers. Player one, hit your buzzer and select a value for the next question. Coming up. Low prices every day. Get your buzzer finger ready. Here we go. Where is Walmart headquartered? Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Troy, Michigan, Bentonville, Arkansas. Player two, it's yours. Bentonville, Arkansas.
Kind of.
Yep, that'd be Bentonville, all right. Right there in Arkansas. Player two, what's this one gonna be? Welcome to the Jack Attack. I'm gonna be throwing a bunch of words up on the screen. Buzz in when you see 2 items on the screen that match. Each time you're right, you make money. Each time you're wrong, you lose it. Now here's the thing. Not any 2 items that go together are necessarily a match.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Sensory overload. And do not forget, the match has to fit the clue. All right, here we go. Player one, does the word annihilation mean anything to you?
Woo! Good game.
seen the award-winning
One more or new? One more?
No, I'm good on this one. Let's try a theme one.
All right, let's try TV.
Yeah, I need a little more focus. What are some of your favorite TV shows?
Hey,
60
hon?
seconds.
Yeah, Mavis.
Can you give me a mic check, please?
It looks all right to me. Everything's plugged in. Is that what you want?
I'm talking to the
Oh,
mic.
no, excuse me. You ever see a picture of one?
All right. Hey, we're going to start you off with a real simple math question first. How many people are playing?
Inflatable toilet.
All right, that works for me. Now, player one, you can go ahead and type in your name. Good.
45 seconds.
Now, player two, let's have your name.
EC-type power cord.
Oh, and do you want a 7-question game or a 21-question? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Player one, your buzzer's the letter Q, as in quark. And player two, you buzz in on the letter P, as in Paula Poundstone.
About his board.
20 seconds.
Just keep scrolling. Lights in all seconds. I'll keep taking them out.
That's 20. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Heads up. Here's how the game works. The first one of you to buzz in on a question gets first stab at the answer. So you buzz in and then press 1, 2, 3, or 4 depending on which answer you want. If it's a specialty question, don't sweat it. Schmitty will tell you what to do. Got it?
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9,
My apartment
8,
it's a mess.
7,
I know even
All right,
6,
we're going. Lose
5,
the desktop.
4,
Go to black.
3.
The Civil War Battles of the Network Stars, coming this fall to PBS.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
This is You Don't Know Jack TV. Welcome. Now listen, you two, this is not just trivia. I want to see some American Gladiator stuff going on, okay? Okay, you two, make me proud. First of all, we're going to need some pointy objects. So here's what you do with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to... Okay, you want to skip the instructions? No problem. But if you mess up, I will never let you forget it. Category time, player two.
Question 1 is taped before a live studio audience.
May I introduce Spanish Fly and Spanish Flea. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. All right, you know how they end the dating game with all the bachelors and bachelorettes blowing a big kiss to the audience with their hands? Well, because she also ended her weekly show back in the 50s and 60s by blowing a big wet kiss to the audience, which star might you expect to refer to men as bachelor number... Player one! Lame. Player two, you want it?
Dang it.
What do you say we check out the right answer?
I have no idea.
Dinah always ended the Dinah Shore Chevy show, that was tough,
Yeah, sorry,
with
I
a
didn't know
big
about
old
that one.
lip smack and kiss to the audience. Considering the way she flirted with Burt Reynolds on her show Dinah's Place, she may as well call all of her shows the dating game. Player one, give me a category. This one's called That Wasn't in My Contract. $3,000 for this one. Okay, so Dinah Shore has never been on the dating game, but I bet you'd be surprised who really has. Which of these stars has never been on the dating game? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Farrah Fawcett, Steve Martin, or Vanna White? Take a shot, player two. While she was a contestant on The Price is Right, Vanna never made it on the dating game. Hey, but why would a woman need to go on a game show to find a date when she can turn a letter like Vanna, huh? Oh, yeah. Player two, grab a category.
This is question 3.
Let's take a look at, whoa, what happened? Let's see what you'll do for $1,000 bucks. All right, listen up. You remember that made-for-TV movie The Day After? Well, what happened on the day before? An alien invasion, a nuclear holocaust, a strange birth, or unprotected sex? Player two, go. You should have bought a vowel. What do you say, player one? Player one, do it. The Day After was a made-for-TV movie about life after a nuclear holocaust. Hopefully, we won't have to worry about that sort of thing anymore. I hear the French are developing some sort of day after pill. Pick a category, player one. Coming at you. Did you vote Democratic, Republican, or television? You're looking at $3,000 on this one. You know, 1984 was not just an election year, it was the year the first Ralph Convention was held, with over 2,100 people attending. If the members of the Ralph Convention had actually nominated a candidate for president, what might have been his campaign slogan? Sit on it, Mondale. To the moon, Reagan. Believe it or not, I'm running for president. Or vote smart. Player two, grab it. This is going to end in tears.
Oh.
Player one, you can take it.
That's mine.
Oh, darn it. I think he was in Hades, right? Darn it. Maybe, I don't know. He was, kind of...
So you don't lose any sleep over it. Ralph is an acronym for the Royal Association for the Longevity and the Preservation of the Honeymooners. Now, how do you suppose an association like that gets started? Because I always thought dorks like that never left their houses.
I didn't know Ralph was.
Player two, what do you want? The category is, who's the bonehead that picked this? You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, we all know that the original Captain Kangaroo's real name is Bob Keeshan. Based on Keeshan's previous kids show experience, what might the producers of Captain Kangaroo have said when explaining their choice for lead actor? Some clown's playing the captain. We just hope that rat will work out. The cowboy better rope in the viewers. Or, yep, we gave the part to that wiener.
Yeehaw! Where you going, little doggy?
Ouch, Mommy, help!
Player two, ball's in your court. Take a shot, player two. I can't take you anywhere. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? Before he was promoted to captain, he was Clarabelle, the silent clown on Howdy Doody. And when asked about Mr. Moose, the producers responded, we felt we needed a character with balls. Player two, how about a category? Player two, you are gorgeous because it's time for you and only you to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat question is Educating Screech. Okay, then, I'm going to read off the names of 7 show titles. And for each one, I want you to tell me if the show is about high school kids, college kids, or both.
Wow.
If the show is about high school kids only, press 1. If it's about college kids only, press 2. Press 3 if it's both. And press 4 if you want to skip it. I'm going to add 500 to your score for a right answer. And you lose 500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. All right, give me 30 seconds on the clock. Let the games begin. 90210, are they in high school, college, or both? A different world. Square pegs. Boston Common. Happy Days. Head of the class. Hey, you're losing. The Facts of Life. Hello? Let's get those ones you skipped. A Different World.
That's right.
Square pegs. Boston Common. A Different World. That's it. No more time. I'll be taking $500 for each one you never answered. Thank you. I'm not going to lie to you. That ain't pretty. Let's look at the damage.
Oh, we both.
Wow, that could have been so... Let's have a category, player one.
High school.
Hi.
Order.
Don't shoot. Got him out.
Tonight, savory.
I love you, question 7.
For your viewing pleasure, dead clown walking. You get it right, you get 2K. Hey, do you remember that episode of the Mary Tyler Moore Show where Chuckles the Clown dies? Well, given the cause of Chuckles the Clown's tragic death, which song would be the most inappropriate to play at his funeral? Great Balls of Fire. Player 1. You probably wouldn't want to play the Baby Elephant song at the funeral. Chuckles the Clown is killed by an elephant while dressed as a giant peanut. Hey, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Player 1, what are we doing? Well, what do we have here? When Daves Cry. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Hey, you know that classic Roy Orbison song, Crying, in which Roy claims he's crying over you? Well, my friend, suppose they do a remake of Crying based on the famous telecast in which Today host Dave Garroway burst into tears on air. What might the song's lyrics be changed to? Crying over being called rude, crying over being replaced by Chancellor, crying over J. Fred Muggs, or crying over the 21 scandal.
You big dummy.
Player 2, now's the time. Does this ring a bell? Dave Garroway cried when discussing the 21 scandal, which involved Today's Show regular contributor Charles Van Doren. Yeah, and the next thing you know, they're going to be changing another classic Orbison lyric to Pretty Woman, the kind Willard Scott would like to meet. Player 1, what's up? Open wide and get ready for I Feel Pretty and Fibber and Gay. $2,000 for a correct answer. All right, at the time she did it, we all heard plenty about Ellen DeGeneres coming out of the closet on her show, remember? If Ellen DeGeneres came out of Fibber McGee's closet, who or what would probably come out after her? Genghis Khan and George Washington, a whole lot of tumbling junk, seawater and flopping fishes, or lies? Genghis Khan. No, there was no time traveling going on, although I'm intrigued as to what the euphemism coming out of the TARDIS would mean. Player 2, go! You're wrong and you smell like ass. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. On Fibber McGee and Molly, their closet is full of junk that tumbles out every time Fibber opens it. And it being the 50s and all, if Ellen had said she was gay, Fibber probably would have said, well, I'm glad you're feeling so happy. Player 1, your choice.
Like office questions?
Let's have a big warm welcome for Quit Your Griffin. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. All right, listen up. If you played You Don't Know Jack Volume 1, you better remember that a griffin is a mythical beast with the head of an eagle and the body of a lion. If game show producer Merv Griffin's body were made up of the hosts of his two most successful game shows, what would this particular griffin look like? Would it have the head of Bob Barker and the body of Monty Hall, the head of Alex Trebek and the body of Pat Sajak, the head of Richard Dawson and the body of Dick Clark? It's all yours, Survey says... Player 2. Player 2. Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune are Merv's most successful game shows, so the griffin would be made up of Alex and Pat. Which is really the best of both worlds. This way you retain the pretentiousness of Alex Trebek's head while still being able to experience the pert insouciance of Sajak's body. That'll do it for round 1. What do you say we move on to round 2? Okay, this is where
I didn't like the TV one, unfortunately. I hope they make an update.
We have The Lost Gold. Okay. We have movies.
Let's try Lost Gold. Honestly, I hope movies isn't the same. Like, all, like...
Old classics, yeah.
Like, I'm worried about that. But no, you told me it was going to be 90s and 2000s movies, right?
I would think it would be 90s and 2000s.
What do you mean? What makes you think it would be that? I thought
that one that came out.
Oh, well... I know this television one didn't come out in 1955. Although they did ask about like Outland. That was like in the 90s. But probably nothing beyond that.
Open. I don't know how to get to the... So let's try and change this.
It's windy outside. I wonder if that's getting picked up on the mic at all. You know what, though? Still no snow coming down. It was supposed to start 2 hours ago.
Was it? Oop.
That's what you told me. Or is
Yeah,
that just when, like, the advisory starts?
No, it was supposed to. What's going on with this? This isn't working.
Oh, no. Well, what should we do? If that one doesn't work, let's just try the movie one.
And there's head brush as well.
Oh, all right.
In walks this woman with this huge hat.
60
that
seconds.
sits right in front of me.
Oh, boy! What? Come on, let's get some names here.
Can somebody please... Hi, my name's Raul. You can make my life simpler by telling me how many people are Very good. Now, player one, let's be friends. What? Okay, player two, don't hold up the line.
45 seconds.
Oh yeah, you want a 7-question game? I got it. In fact, I'm all over.
30 seconds.
Player one, your buzzer is the letter Q, as in quirky. And player two, your buzzer is the letter P, as in pointless. Really, really pointless.
All right.
I think she has absolutely no sense of
We didn't do it that way when Helen was here. 20 seconds.
Mannequins.
20 seconds? Jeez. Listen up. People blow this all the time. When a question comes up, if you want it, buzz in first. Then hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pick an answer. Got that?
10 seconds.
Okay, good luck.
10 seconds. Let's get going, boys.
Lose the desktop and go to black.
4, 3.
Have a good show, people.
The former Child Star Support Network. Just because you're not acting doesn't mean you shouldn't be living.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, two contestants and two smelly trigger fingers. Welcome to the show. All right, let's make this one quick. I don't want to miss my pedicure appointment. All right, let's get going by passing out the hardware. And here's the deal with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question, but you want to make him answer it anyway, buzz in and hit the S key to screw him. Lights, camera, action. I wonder what player two's gonna pick.
For the enjoyment of everyone during question 1, please, no unnecessary talking.
Shh! The category is the high price of beauty. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Heads up, here it comes. If you were to adopt the hairstyle for which Veronica Lake is famous, which everyday function might become difficult for you? Digestion, fitting through doorways, depth perception, or lying on your back? 2, it's yours. Trouble fitting through doorways. What, does she have one of those Jan Brady wigs? Blair, say goodnight, Gracie. Here's what you should have picked. Veronica Lake is famous for wearing her long hair over one eye. Her movie career took off, but her dart game really sucked. Let's have a category, player one.
Darn it.
Coming at you, lights, camera, dribble. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. I don't know about you, but I just can't get enough of those funny sports outtakes. Imagine this. Your local TV station has misplaced its NBA outtakes reel, so they decide to show NBA players making fools of themselves and feature films instead. Which film could they not use? Eddie, The Basketball Diaries, Blue Chips, or Airplane? The Basketball Diaries is about drug addiction and street hustling and features no pro basketball stars.
Okay.
Apparently, it does feature a few pro football players.
Oh, wow, good.
Player one, Auntie. Now showing, buying a Jack Lemmon. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, see if you can solve this wacky mathematical equation. Wisecracking crime fighter plus late model Pontiac equals the Brett Maverick, the pink Cadillac, the Ace Ventura, or the Ford Fairlane. Player 2. The Ventura is a car made by Pontiac. Ace Ventura is a smart-ass detective.
He's a pet detective.
And for $20 million, you better hope the Ace Ventura gets great gas mileage. Category time. Player 2, it's your call.
My question for
Here we have a light breakfast. $3,000 for this one. Let's see how you handle this one. Which of these would not be part of a wholesome meal consisting of toast, juice, milk, and equipment found on a movie set? Macaroni, peppers, apples, or pancakes? Apples are boxes used by grips to elevate things like sets, cameras, or even actors. It's a very technical term for, phone book, I guess. Player 2, it's yours if you want it. Take a shot, Player 2. There's no equipment called macaroni on a movie set. Unless, of course, we're talking about the set of a spaghetti western. Hello! Player 2, take your pick. It's a 5! The category? The farmers are coming! The farmers are coming! $3,000 on the table for this one. Okay, imagine this 1984 conspiracy. In '84, the government tried to brainwash Americans with a rash of gritty yet heartwarming films about life in the heartland. Which film was not part of the conspiracy? Country, Tender Mercies, The River, or Places in the Heart? All right, Player 2, you're getting screwed. Screw back. Big Brother didn't include Tender Mercies in his plot.
Are you kidding me? Like, that was a complete
This
guess.
film was part of the insidious 1983 plot to sell Robert Duvall as a country singer. Will they stop at nothing?
$3,000 now.
Player 1 good screw deserves another.
Like, I didn't think that would be perfect.
Player 2, give me something.
She was built like an interstate cloverleaf, made for speed with all the right curves. All I could think of was 6.
Let's give a nice warm welcome to... My God, there are no more stars on it. This one can net you $1,000. Okay, imagine this. Now that Fantasy Island is closed, Tattoo lands a job similar to his old one on the planet Tatooine. What would you most likely hear him yelling to his new Player 1? Skylab.
No,
now that's
no,
what
no.
Tattoo saw in his little-known TV special, Tattoo Down Under.
I don't know.
Ball's in your court, Player 2. Let's see what a correct answer looks like. Tatooine was Luke Skywalker's home planet in Star Wars, so Tattoo would most likely see an X-Wing fighter coming in for a landing. Of course, he'd have to change his name to R2 Tattoo. Player 1, hit me with the category. Uh-oh, wet suck tit shine floor.
It's time for a Snickerglish restroom.
Your gibberish category for today is gay apparel. How about $5,000 to start this gibberish question? Okay, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. All right, now pay attention here. Tell me what phrase does this rhyme with? Don the rutting doom bore. Now or never, Player 2. Yeah, well, I know some entire movies that should have ended up there, so I don't want to hear any whining.
I know.
Your pick. This one's called Bad Girl. 2 G's if you get this one right. Hey everybody, it's time for ethics class. Tell me which movie teaches this valuable lesson. A nice girl learns that if she dresses like a slut and smokes, Player 2, grab it. In The End of Grease, nice girl Sandy puts on some tight spandex pants and a revealing top, then lights up a butt, all of which drives Danny crazy. And don't forget the lesson of Rizzo's boyfriend, Kaniki, who teaches us that if you get a girl pregnant, date someone else. Unless it turns out to be a false alarm, then get back together.
Oh, okay. Is that kind of the same idea?
Except
You have the honors, Player 2. Chew on this. What you talking about, Bruce Willis? Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Grease yourself up and get ready to wrestle. Which of these phrases best sums up Bruce Willis's performance in Look Who's Talking? No lines is good news, all act. Player 1, I've got some bad news for you.
Oh!
Make your move, Player 2. Player 2, Bruce Willis provides the voice for the inner thoughts of the baby in Look Who's Talking, but he does not appear in the film.
I know, I picked the wrong answer. I read it through thoroughly.
Now, there's another phrase that sums up Bruce's work in Hudson Hawk, but I'll keep that to myself. Your turn, Player 2. All right, here's the deal. Don't tell Mom the babysitter's a hoe, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Okay, check this out. Let's pretend you're a kid from one of those babysitter movies, and your babysitter tells you some pretty interesting bedtime stories. Which movie's babysitter could entertain the kids with a bedtime story that starts with, "Someday when I'm turning tricks in Las Vegas," "The Babysitter," "Adventures in Babysitting," "Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead," or "The Hand That Rocks the Cradle"? Take a shot. No, that babysitter would tell you a story like, "One time when I was seducing your dad." Player 1, it's all yours. Let's take a little off the top. The correct answer is Elizabeth Shue had adventures in babysitting before her adventures as a streetwalker in Leaving Las Vegas. Now you know why your dad paid her $100 an hour. Okay, that's round 1. Take a breath, cause it's time for round 2. First, I need to hand out some screws. Might have to use brass clips again. No, wait, here we go. Every question in round 2 is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it.
Look at this. Look at
Player 1, tell me what's happening. Okay, give it up for Spies Like Us. 6,000 big ones for a right answer. Whoa, must be tough. See if you can solve the secret agent man analogy. James Bond is to Her Majesty's Secret Service as Derek Flint is to what? Uncle, Zowie, Chaos, or Tootie? 007 works for Her Majesty's Secret Service. In the movie Our Man Flint, Derek Flint works for Zowie. I think they thought up the name Zowie after looking at the work of Derek Flint's brother, Larry. Player one, it's up to you. What's next? Say hello to funny hair, funny shoes. You give me a right answer, I give you a quick 4,000. You know, having a silly name like Elvis is bad enough, but which of these silly names is not the name of Elvis's character in one of his movies? Friday McDaniel, Deke Rivers, Pacer Burton, or Clint Reno? Gotta answer it, player two. Elvis played Deke Rivers in Loving You, but I bet he wasn't loving that name.
I was between 1 and 2.
I'm picking number 4.
All yours, player one.
Clint sounds too basic.
You wouldn't think it, but Clint Eastwood plus Janet Reno equals Elvis. Let me show you what someone smart would have picked. Thank God it's Friday. The name would never work, because if someone said, "Hey, Friday's gonna sing," everybody would think it was Jack Webb and take off. Player one, your choice. What are we doing?
I don't know you.
And I believe this one's called Don't I Know You? And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Oh man, this is driving me nuts. Buzz in as soon as you can and type in this guy's name. Oh, you know, he's the character actor who almost always plays the funny bad guy. Go for it, player two. Type in your answer and hit return. Survey says... Player one, you can take it. And he's always got that mustache. He plays a womanizer in both 9 to 5 and Tootsie. And he had a bunch of TV shows that bombed. I can see his face. What is his name? Buzz in and type when you know. Here's what you should have typed in. That guy with the mustache who plays the bad guy in both 9 to 5 and Tootsie is Dabney Coleman. I bet people recognize him on the street all the time and ask for his autograph just to be reminded what the hell his name is.
Well, no.
I was thinking like...
Player one, give me category.
The Dirty Tim, like Edward Scissorhands, Sweeney Todd.
The selection is, are you talking to me? And we're talking 2,000 for this, baby. Say, you know the Bachman-Turner Overdrive song, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet? Well, suppose BTO were to do a follow-up song to You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, commemorating the first line spoken in the first full-length talkie. What would be the name of the song? You ain't heard nothing yet, we ain't done nothing yet, it ain't worth nothing yet, or we can't sing, but we're still successful. Player two, well, now you've done it. Player one, it's yours if you want it. Player Al Jolson added dialogue to the recorded musical numbers in The Jazz Singer. His first words are, wait a minute, you ain't heard nothing yet. I think the next thing he said was, baby, 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 you just ain't heard nothing yet. Let's have a category. All right, player one, are you ready for the challenge? Player two, spend some quality time with yourself on this one, because player one's going to take on a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is, it makes me hot. Check it out. I'm going to read 7 movie titles, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's about women in prison or something on fire. As each one comes up, if it's women in prison, press 1. If it's something on fire, press 2. And to skip, press 4. You get $1,000 for each right answer, and you lose $1,000 if you get it wrong or if you don't get to it at all. All right, let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. Caged heat, women and prisoners. Backdraft. The hot box. Chained heat. Fahrenheit 451. Red heat. Towering inferno. Back to the one you skipped. Red heat. That's all she wrote. 4 out of 7 is very mediocre. Let's check out your new total. Well, it's not much, but it's not much. Let's keep going.
Go back.
Player 2, give me something.
What do you want to do?
Oh, sorry.
For your enjoyment. Oh, I've got sand in my clam. Hello, we're talking $6 grand, so pay attention. Pull out your antenna and get ready to buzz. In the Elvis classic Clam Bake, a famous performer named Susie has a cameo role. Considering Susie's main claim to fame, what might you say about her appearance? Hope I don't see this in your column. Wow, nice blowhole. Man, are your lips chapped. Or how much wood can you chew?
Oh, excuse me.
Ooh,
Player 2, it's yours if you want it. Take a shot, player. Susie was the dolphin who not only appeared in Clam Bake, but also played Flipper on TV. Unfortunately, her sex scene with the king was cut. Player 2, take your pick. Let's see what we got going. My, he's big. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. All right, get ready to buzz in and type. You know, He-Man is a master of the universe. The blue whale is the largest animal in the world, and Barnum and Bailey's is the greatest show on Earth. So who's the biggest You're the star player. Oh, that's not good.
What?
Ball's in your court, player 2.
Oh, I know this.
Did you make this mess? Bad, bad!
Digby?
Digby the sheepdog is the central character in the 1973 film Digby, the biggest dog in the world. I hear he's so big he can stick his nose in God's crotch.
Red dog.
Who knows that?
Player 1, ante up.
What do we got out there?
It looks like 18, sir.
Well, what do we have here? Now showing minty urinal cakes. You get 4,000 clams for this one. In 1960, a stunning event took place that threatened to shake the movie industry to its very core. For that year, American audiences were introduced to Smell-O-Vision. Based on the title of the 1960 Smell-O-Vision film, what scent were audiences supposed to be sniffing? Fear? Death? The smell of fear? Well, this might scare you.
Well,
Player 2, it's yours if you want it.
right?
I don't
Woo!
know.
Something sure smells around here. The 1960 Smell-O-Vision feature was called Scent of Mystery, not to be confused with the unreleased follow-up Mystery Scent, a documentary on your local theater's public restrooms. Player 1, tell me what's happening. I proudly present one tasty booty. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Have a look at this picture and tell me, what meal is this? The Little Tramp's turkey dinner, Scarlett O'Hara's steak, Ma Jode's salt pork surprise, or Baby Jane's soup du jour. Whoa! Oh, that was nice. Make your move, player 2. Player
Player 2, it's The Little Tramp's Turkey Dinner. Delirious with hunger in the gold rush, Charlie Chaplin fantasizes that the boiled boot he eats is a turkey dinner. He liked it so much, he came back later for the fillet of sole. God, someone put me out of my misery. I wonder what Player 2's gonna pick.
I'm negative 24,000.
These are hard.
This category's known as No Experience Required. And you pop a right answer, you got $2,000. You know, after this gig is over, I might need to find a new job. Tell me who placed this ad. Wanted, unique height challenge staff for full-time positions. Duties include candy production, frequent musical numbers, Player 1, hit it. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Willy brought the Oompa Loompas to the candy factory, where they lived, sang, made candy, and were safe from the vermicious canids.
Hey, you know what? Are we gonna share
Ah, yes, the good old days before labor reform.
Good. I know. I remember that.
Player 1, hit me with the category.
Thank God.
Time for the attack. When you see two words that match... Alright, fine. You want to get to the attack? Consider it done. You may need this clue. Now, which war were we in? Okay, get ready for combat. We're about to engage the enemy. Good luck.
That was nice. One more?
Yeah, let's go back and play the regular one more time through. You know what? I will say I think movies was better than TV, but like not by much. I would play movies again probably though.
Which one I gotta do? 2 or the ride?
I guess we could do the ride. It was silly.
Oh, come on already.
Oh boy, that's horrible. Vegetarian.
Welcome to the ride. You're obviously desperate for some real entertainment. So let's get you right down to the circus floor immediately.
Horrible. Oh, sorry.
How many of you are there? Great. 2 players it is. Is this the first time on the ride for us? Oh, I'm sorry I didn't recognize you right away. My apologies. Player 1, go ahead and type in your name. D-D-D-D-D. Cute. Oh, look, it's your turn to type, Player 2.
I didn't do that.
You didn't type all these?
Wonderful. Thanks. Here are the keys you'll be using as your buzzers.
There's no reason that dude would know my name was D.
Take your seats and enjoy the show. And don't get cotton candy all over the keyboard.
Yes.
How funny.
That's what happens. Thank you for doing that. Applauding and laughing at
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by Lil Frankie's Flea Circus, the circus where every kid's a wiener. And now, here's your host, Buzz.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to You Don't Know Jack the Ride. My name's Buzz, and I'm going to be your guide on your trip down. What's at the bottom, you say? Well, let's just say it's a surprise.
Surprise!
Buzz?
Helen, what's the deal? What the hell is Buzz doing here?
Wait a second. Stand by, please. Cookie?
Helen, the trap door in the booth is open.
Cookie, what did you do?
What? I didn't do anything.
Jesus, Cookie, that trap door goes to the bottom.
The bottom?
Yes, the bottom.
Wow, that's kind of scary.
Buzz was supposed to be there, Cookie. There's been a change in the lineup. You're not going on again until after Buzz, Schmitty, and Guy.
Oh, come on. I'm into my second episode here. Now you're sending me all the way down to the 350th floor or something?
Cookie, get out of the booth. Ray, could you get Guy up here to host, please?
You know something? Guy's down on the Hollywood floor harassing Keanu Reeves. I don't think you're going to find him in time.
Fine, Cookie. Fine. You can keep going. Happy now?
I'm just here to do my job, Helen.
Let's just get on with it already.
Hey, I'm all about you.
And now, please welcome your host, Cookie.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome. I hope you find this as amusing as a circus high wire act, because we're playing without a net. Screw delivery. Just a reminder, you gotta be heartless with these screws. Keep hitting that S key like there's no tomorrow. So, are you ready for a 3-ring circus? Let's ride. Alright, player 2, buzz in, give us a value. Well, you win some, you lose some, badly. Here's the category. Circus of the Flaming Gassy Stars. Okay, you remember Circus of the Stars, right? Well, suppose you see a circus featuring celestial stars. If a white dwarf appears in the center ring, how will his act go over? He'll be the show's biggest, brightest star. He'll just phone in his performance. He'll be a real bang-up success. Player 1, hit it.
I don't get it. It went over great in Peoria.
Nice
White dwarf stars are stars that are about to go out once and for all. And I understand they prefer to be called white little stars. Okay, player 1, pick a winner. I like to call this category Nothing Like a Circus Tragedy for a Good Laugh. Okay, prepare yourself. $3,417 is on the line here. And the question is, which of the following sounds would be least amusing to a funambulist? Would it be sound 1? Sound 2? Sound 3? Or sound 4? Again, that's sound 1. Sound 2? Sound 3? Or sound 4. Player 2, it's yours. A funambulist is a tightrope walker. I'm guessing they wouldn't be amused by the sound of someone falling to their death. But showing on America's Funniest Home Videos. And we're talking instant comedy.
How dare you?
Player 2, what's this one gonna be worth? Could I interest you in some roadkill? Remember to buzz in first when you see the item that correctly unites the two items on the screen. And also, there's some bonus money up for grabs at the end. Okay, pop the clutch, baby. Pertaining to Greek gods Hone and Cobalt Blue. What's the common link between these two?
Score!
The woman wears white and close association. Bell's big invention, an ELO hit blank line.
Score!
Hypermedia system and Spider's domain. Place to hang your shoes and shafts Richard Round Blank. cavalry officers, and orchestra section. All right, let's nab that bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all types of rings? That's the ticket, player one.
Well, it's the only two I can
Give me a ring sometime.
Oh, one ring.
Well, for the time being, player one, you're on top. Player one, it's up to you. Snag a question. We're calling this one. I'm a graduate of Wasamata U. Here we go. If Rocky the Flying Squirrel became a flying Walenda, what would he be? A great tightrope walker with a player one. The Flying Walendas are a legendary family of circus performers most famous for their tightrope walking. Unfortunately for Rocky, if he were a Walenda, he'd probably also be known for falling off of said tightrope. Player one, hit your buzzer and select it. Let me just say, Anyway, let's see the category. Run, don't walk away from your problems. You ready? Let's go. Who would be most likely to run off and join the circus? A free spirit who wants to sing on Broadway? A restless freak who likes Take a shot, player. Good bet. Circus is a Las Vegas casino. They've got an amusement park there, a hotel, restaurants, circus acts, everything for the quiet loner who doesn't like quiet or being alone. Okay, player two, what's this one gonna be worth? This one's called I'm So Mad I Could Toot. Let's get going. If you're angrily playing the organ-like instrument known as the calliope, what is the most accurate way to describe what you're doing? You're banging your head against the wall, you're working up a lather, you're all yours, player one. Hey, no tantrums out of you, or you can just go back to playing the washboard. Ball's in your court, player two. Player two, grab it.
What the hell is wrong with this damn piece of mother damn sucker?
A calliope is a steam-powered musical instrument, so you be blowing off steam. But you just can't stay angry for long when you're playing a calliope, now can you?
You're doing really well.
Player two, pick us a question value. Here's your category. Boy, did you pick a dilly. So, you want to see the question? Yeah, me too. Here we go. If London's Piccadilly Circus were actually a circus, who would be the ringmaster? The god Eros, Lord Nelson, Queen Anne, or St. Paul? Take a shot, player. In the center of Piccadilly Circus is a fountain statue of a little winged guy. The statue is known as Eros. And if you like clowns, you'll love Piccadilly. There are clowns everywhere. Clowns who shop and have funny hair. Okay, player two, grab a question. The category is... Any palomino is a pal of mine. No. Okay, play ball. Say Ringling Brothers actually had a unicorn in their show. According to legend, who would have captured it for them? A trapeze artist of no... Player one. What? According to legend, unicorns can only be captured by virgins. Well done. When you go to you were a corny horse. Player one, buzz in and choose. Coming up. The greatest math test on Earth. You've heard P.T. Barnum's famous quote, "There's a sucker born every minute," right? Well then. How many suckers were born last April? 1,440, 43,002. Player one, hit it. $60 minutes times 24 hours times 30 days means 43,200 suckers. Of course, since 1871, when Barnum started his circus, there have been about 62 million suckers born, which pretty much explains the Midwest. Oh, what? That joke killed them in Peoria. Player one, you have the... Your category is... Always remember to keep your barker on a leash. Hey, you know carny is slang for carnival worker, right? Because they have a carny, which group would you expect to try to guess your weight? The Spice Girls, Salt and Pepper.
Player 2, grab it.
Wilson Phillips has a China, a Wendy, and a carny. And how do they guess your weight? They hold on.
Damn you.
You see, that's the name of their big hit song, Hold On.
You know what I mean? The games to be.
Have some water.
Yeah,
Player 2, hit me. Nice choice, Player 2. All right, Player 1, step aside. Player 2, you've got a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is, let's talk about family. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's the name of someone from the comic strip Family Circus or someone from TV's Family Ties. You're going to get some money for each right answer. You lose cash for a wrong answer or any you don't get to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them.
Let's do it.
Jeffy! Family Circus or Family Circus? Mallory. Billy. Skippy. Jennifer. Dolly. You dropped a couple, but I've seen worse. Let's check out your total.
Came out with 3.
Player 2, you got the lead. Player 1, please buzz in and let us know. Here's your category. It's a 3-nipple ring circus. So, have you heard about the bizarre spectacle known as the Jim Rose Circus? They were part of Lollapalooza, for instance. Well, anyway, say you attend the Jim Rose Circus for some wholesome entertainment. When you leave the show, you gotta answer it, Player 2. Number 4, let's see. The circus proves it is possible to drink the same beer twice, though it's usually not the same color the second time.
Thank God.
Player 1, you can take it. Well, what do we have here? You know, the Jim Rose Circus provides a lot of unique entertainment, but that particular act is not part of it.
Okay, folks, let's hear it for Spineless Susie! And remember, ladies, do not try that stunt at home.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Player 1, pick.
Why are these games only 13 as opposed to 21?
Hey there, no clowning around. Here's your clue. All that in one tiny car. But let's not talk about my sexual exploits from high school. Let's check out this Jack Attack.
Oh, you beat me.
Player 2, you ever feel like burying your head in the sand? Kind of like right now.
want to do one more or no? Is that it?
You work hard for your money. At Davidson Bank, we believe your bank should work hard for your money too. That's why we specialize in turning ordinary, middle-class people like yourself into multi-quadrillionaires. Just listen.
I started off with a $300 savings account, and 2 years later, my net worth is approximately $8.2 gazillion.
We turned our life savings of $85 over to Davidson Bank, and believe it or not, we now have $16.9 billion.
I found $1.50 on the floor of this